Good morning, everybody. It is March 28th, 2020, and this morning we woke up to snow. Currently, it's about 37 degrees outside and inside the greenhouse. Let's go check the temperature really quick. And actually, before we check the temperature, I'm going to slam this door a couple of times to get the condensation off the roof because I'm going to be working in the greenhouse a lot today. And I don't want it raining on me the whole time. So if I slam this door a couple times really hard, it'll knock all the water off the roof. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. So it won't rain on me while I'm working in here. So let me close that door a couple times real quick. Oh yeah, that's a lot of rain. Let's do it a couple more times, maybe. Ooh, that got me actually. It's cold. All right, one last time. Should take care of it. All right, wow, that was a lot of water. Okay, so if we come over here, look at the temperature, you can see it's about 60 degrees in here. So what we're doing today is right here behind me in this section, where you can see the strawberries have been planted, we're actually gonna put in a plant shelf. We're gonna build one, my wife and I will build one. And then one thing I'll just point out really quick, you'll notice over here, I've got some seed potatoes. Yesterday morning, I sliced those in half. You can see here. The reason I did that is because you have growth on two sides like this. And by cutting it in half, it'll allow this part right here to get a little harder so it won't rot when I plant these in the ground. But today, I'm gonna take this peach tree right here behind me, which is destined to be outside. That's the point of that one. We've just put it in here to increase the growing season. And we're going to take this peach tree right here behind me, and we're gonna move, because it's so big and healthy, we're gonna move that one permanently into that corner over there. And the reason this one's not gonna go outside is because it has kind of a weird growth pattern that worries me if a big windstorm came up, would break the tree. I don't know if you can see it, I'll get down here low, but you've got kind of a big Y right here. And I don't think that's good for the tree, but even worse, you come up the tree right here, you can see there's another Y and it gets really thick and goes this way and comes out this way. So the tree is really not balanced very well. So I'm thinking this is a good tree to just keep in the greenhouse away from those high winds. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna get this little peach tree out of the way. I have dug the hole for the new peach tree, and I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you what we're looking at. This is really sandy soil. I think these are the roots from the orange tree, just that direction, so I'm gonna be careful with that. But you can see this is really sandy soil. The dark stuff you see is actually from the other plants I've had in here before. But you can also see it's very rocky. There's a lot of rocks in here. So anyways, peach trees do well in sandy soil, so that's good. I can mix some of the sand back in with the potting mix that I bought. But you can see just from this hole here, I've removed this little peach tree right here. And those are the rocks I've pulled out of the hole. Okay, so before I put any soil into that hole, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna dig up this peach tree over here so we can see kind of how much soil and stuff I need to put into this hole and if I have to dig it a little deeper as well. Okay, so now we're gonna dig up the bigger peach tree and move it over there. Okay, so you can see I've got the big peach tree out of the ground. You can see some huge roots here. Unfortunately, I had to break some of those roots. It made me really sad because obviously I don't want to shock this tree. My hope is that I can get it transplanted and we can still get peaches out of it this year. But to be honest, I'm not expecting that. I'm actually gonna run and grab a knife because these huge roots here, I don't want to damage them any further. So what I want to do is just cut this plastic container up into pieces so I can easily just remove this beautiful tree and protect as many of those roots as possible. Okay, I got my trusty rusty pocket knife here and I'm gonna try cutting these holes here without damaging the root. Fortunately, my knife probably isn't as sharp as it should be. like that. That's what I wanted to do. Never cut towards yourself, folks. Okay, that's one. But now I gotta free this guy here as well. I think the easiest way is probably gonna be to just try to cut off the bottom. I've got my potting mix right here, and we've got our bucket of sand right here. And then I have 2 pieces of fish. And so we're gonna take the fish and throw it in the hole right where the roots will touch, and that will provide some really good nutrients for the tree while it's recovering from moving. Okay, so you can see we got all that nice soil mixed together. We've thrown some fish in there. Now I'm actually going to grab just a little bit of this fruit and citrus plant food, and we mix some of that in the soil as well. Then let's kind of mix it in a little bit. Okay. So now we're gonna drag the tree over and put the tree in here. You can see all these big roots in here, so hopefully this tree will be pretty healthy. Okay, so now I want to set this peach tree up. I gotta pull it out of that plastic piece, and I gotta rotate it around so that heavy section will actually lean against the wall should it start to just get a little too heavy or lopsided. So first things first, I want to try to get out of this without causing any further damage. Put my foot here, try to gently lift it up. It's really raining on me because it's hitting the roof, but gotta somehow lift this up and get this out of here. Okay. All right, so now we've got this here. The part I'm most worried about with this tree is right here. I can see a lot of the weight is gonna go that way. So I wanna turn this tree like this. So if there's weight, it'll actually hit this barrel right here. Okay, and then we're just gonna start filling some dirt in around this. Get those roots buried nicely. There's a really big root right here. I wanna make sure that is buried down in the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this good soil back in that we dug out. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of this organic soil and put that on the roots. And I'll just finish putting sand around the rest. That's good. All right, let's make sure it's straight here. I think that's pretty good. I'm stoked. We got the peach tree moved to its new location. So the last thing I'm gonna do here, I've got the soil filled in around it, is I'm gonna take this stick here and we'll drive it down into the soil and give this tree something really solid over the years to kind of latch onto. And I'll get out here with a driver and really pound that down into the ground here in just a little bit. All right, as you can see, I've got the soil put in here. Now I just need to slide the drip line in here. Get that in here, stick this back down there to hold into place. Okay, so drip line is set now. Let's do a little bit more of this fruit and citrus fluid. Let's put some up here on top so it can soak down into the soil. Use tiny water. Now we're just gonna water the heck out of this tree. And what's great about doing it this time of the year is that it stays really moist in here anyway, so I won't have to water it every day. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is tie off the tree to this stake that I just drove into the ground. Okay, so I've got the peach tree planted, ready to go. So now I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you how nice this looks now that the trees have a little more space to grow. Okay, so now you have our peach tree right here. And then my favorite orange tree here. And then you have the grapefruit tree right here. And now this little orange tree, you can see, will actually get some sunlight this year and hopefully grow. And then the lemon tree is over here and the lime tree right there. Now that that's done, we're gonna build our planter shelf right here along this wall. You can see I've got my boards cut down here on the ground and we're ready to get going on that. So this is kind of funny because it's 70 degrees in the greenhouse. I walk outside and it's snowing. So you gotta love the greenhouse, you know? It's such a relaxing place to be, especially, you know, with this coronavirus thing going on. It's just nice to be somewhere warm. All right, I believe I have all my pieces cut. Those are gonna be the back legs. They'll sit up on the shelf. And then we've got this piece here ready to be screwed in. And then we have the lower legs here that are a little bit longer and they'll extend down to the dirt. All right, here we go. It's time to get going. Well, 6 hours later, that is it for today. We got that peach tree right there transplanted from that section to there where it can stay permanently. And my wife helped me build this awesome bench here. Tomorrow, we are gonna plant a bunch of more seeds that my daughters can grow and sell to the neighbors when it comes time for them to plant their gardens. So that's what's on the schedule for tomorrow. We'll see you then. All right, guys, it's Sunday morning, the March 29th. I'm in the greenhouse with Tay and Demery, and they're gonna help me plant some seeds. So the first thing we're doing now is Demery is putting dirt in here, so we start planting seeds. I'll give Tay some of these here as well, and she can start filling them up using, let's see, this one here. And all you do, you're just gonna scoop down like this. Look, see this? Shake it a little bit and make sure it's full, not to the overflowing, but kind of to the top.
Like to the line?
Yeah, that line. So these two girls are just gonna fill these up and then we'll check back with you in a few minutes.
Do you think I should put a little bit more dirt in this?
Yep, fill it up.
To the top?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, I kind of filled it up to the top, not that much, but...
Okay, we have all of our seeds here. We're getting ready to plant them here. We're gonna start with zucchini. Tay, why don't you go tell us what the temperature is in here?
It's 80 degrees.
80, she already looked, it's 80 degrees in here. So, like I said, we're gonna start with zucchini because I haven't planted any of that yet. And we're gonna plant every single seed in this pack. All right, Demery, you ready? Let's put zucchinis in these ones here.
Those are big.
Okay, look at that. We got a lot of zucchinis.
Those are big.
Okay, here you go. 4 for Tay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So put one in
4
each.
for Demery. Oh, you know what? Let's do 2 in each.
Hi, Dad.
So put 1 in the corner and 1 in the other corner, okay?
Okay.
Mom, do you want to hold on to these 4 for Demery when she's ready? Okay, that leaves us with a few extras. I'm gonna put zucchinis in each one of these little round ones here. We're just gonna put one in these ones because they're so small. Should give us a lot of zucchini, hopefully. 2 more in this corner here.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfectly perfect, Demery.
Perfectly perfect.
Okay, here's 4 more. These ones here.
Maybe I'll put these in here.
Good idea. Okay, Demery, here you go.
Some in here. Should I give these to Mom?
Yeah. Yeah, take those 2 to Mom. Give those to Mom.
Is that zucchini too?
That's zucchini.
I have a lot of zucchini.
Yeah, we're gonna plant them all. Every zucchini seed is getting planted.
Dad.
You did that one? Okay, then do it on this one too. Okay, that's all our zucchini. Now we're gonna go on to, let's see here. Let's do some watermelon. You guys like watermelon, don't you?
Yeah.
Should we do watermelon next, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, now we got the watermelon.
It's pretty big.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should get 6.
Perfect.
There we go. Perfectly perfect.
Perfectly perfect. Time to water.
All right, guys, we got 3 more packs left. You want to do tomatoes, peppers, or cucumbers?
Cucumbers.
Okay, you guys like cucumbers. Okay, here's what we've planted for the day. We've got a ton of zucchini because I didn't plant any the other day. We've got watermelon, little tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, cantaloupe, and spaghetti squash. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do before I head in is I'm gonna plant my potatoes. Okay, so right here in my hand, I hold 1.5 potatoes. So you already know this. I've cut them all in half. They've been drying for a couple of days now. That should help prevent against any rot. And then what we're gonna do, they've got these little growths on them. We want those to be going up. So in a hole, just like that. Looks like a little dude looking up at you. Hello. This guy here, and this guy, just like this. We're just gonna cover them up. And hopefully in a few days, we'll start seeing some little stems popping up. Okay, so I've got 3 more half slices. You can see it's already got the little pieces growing out of it. That's perfect. That's perfect time to plant that. Cut it in half. This part right here is now dry. It's been drying for a couple days, and we're just gonna stick it down in the hole like that. Put this one back over here like this. And then this one here, we're gonna turn it that way and just cover them up. Okay, perfect. So the last thing I need to do is water these, and then I'm done for the day. Well, that's it. Hopefully you found this entertaining. If so, please give us a thumbs up. And if you don't mind, subscribe to our channel below for more great videos. Because of this, coronavirus that's going on, I'm gonna be doing a lot of fun things down here in the greenhouse. So make sure you subscribe, follow along, and we'll see you next time.